Hey, Shug. Welcome back to the Healing Circle. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting my life together. I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you for being here. Okay. We're going to do the solar eclipse tonight or today. The solar eclipse is occurring in the sign of Leo. And so I wanted to do some like solar eclipse readings for each zodiac sign, but this is going by the rising sign. Okay. So you, in order for this to like truly benefit you, you have to know your rising sign. So if you don't know your rising sign, do check. You can pull your birth chart using Cafe Astrology. I put the link in my description, but it is important for you to go by your rising sign. So you're probably like, why? Okay. So the solar eclipse in Leo will impact where Leo falls in your chart the most. Okay. Well, okay, what house Leo falls in, if that makes sense. So, for example, I am a Cancer rising. So, therefore, Leo will fall in my second house. And it will show me how the solar eclipse will, what area the solar eclipse will impact me most in my second house, because my rising sign is a Cancer. So if I were to listen to this video, I would click on Cancer. Although my sun sign is Gemini. Okay. So since my rising sign is Cancer, I would click on Cancer. Okay. And then it will tell you how the solar eclipse, or what area the solar eclipse will impact you the most, and then how it will show up, if that makes sense. I did some sample readings yesterday during Talk to Me Tuesday, but just by the dive into it, check your rising sign. Now, if you check your sun sign, I don't feel like it would not resonate, but yeah, nothing's by mistake. Okay, so yeah, okay. I'm going to start with. What do I want to start with? Well, I guess no. Okay. He's like, okay. So I'm starting with Leo. Okay. So Leo, if you are a Leo, this solar eclipse would impact you most in your first house. Okay. And that's about self and identity. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with Leo. So from Leo down. Okay. Okay. So if your rising sign is Leo, then the solar eclipse will impact you most areas of self and identity. Okay. Maybe start to take a deeper dive into who you are and what you want to accomplish, or how you identify yourself, or how you're being identified even. So let's see. For Leo spirit, if your rising sign is Leo, solar eclipse will have the greatest impact on you in your first house. Okay. Rising sign Leo spirit. Okay. When it comes to self and identity, how will those who have a rising sign in Leo be impacted by the solar eclipse? How will those who have a rising sign in Leo be impacted most during a solar eclipse? And that can occur between the next 3 to 6 months, Leo. Okay. So settling. Okay. Scarcity, insecurity, lack of faith. Believe that you deserve the best. Okay. All right. So I feel like over the next 3 to 6 months, Leo, you start to look at, whether you are settling in certain areas of your life, okay? Because of alone, abandoned, lonely, lost, divine is with you, okay? And home right behind that, right? If you feel like, like I feel like with alone at home, like maybe you are spending more time by yourself at home over the next 3 to 6 months. Maybe you start to look at, like how much people are giving to you, or how much. I feel like you start to reevaluate things. Like, like you start to look at things a little deeper. Yeah. Yeah. During this next 3 to 6 months. All right. Spirit angels in heaven. For those with a rising sign in Leo, please clarify this settling energy. Right. So, why is settling here for those with a rising sign in Leo? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, Page of Cups and the Five of Swords can be communication that's manipulative, okay, or communication that is like agenda focused, or that has an a wild intention. Okay, so if you encounter this over the next 3 to 6 months, it may like ignite, like where you may be tolerating too much, you know, where accepting too much, because of the Two of Swords energy and the Three of Swords is like almost like holding your tongue, like like to keep from hurting others, or you know um it's like, but you're getting the short end of the stick from that. Okay, so you may receive some communication over the next 3 to 6 months that cause you to like look at yourself as like, why am I accepting this? Okay, look, the Strength card in the Tower. It creates a significant tower for you. It creates a significant tower for you. And I don't necessarily feel that Strength card as resistance. I feel it more so as it empowers you, okay, to create towers in your life, to make decisions that need to be made. It's like it almost feels like cuts. It's like you're making final cuts. You know, it's like it like empowers you to create shifts. I don't know what communication you receive in the next 3 to 6 months that no, no, okay. So you might receive the communication like in the earlier part of this time frame, and then within the next 3 to 6 months, you're creating these huge shifts. Okay. The Hangman energy and the Five of Cups. It's like you're starting to look at a situation, or look at situations like, if this is not making me happy, if this is not giving to me, if this is not what I think I deserve, if this whatever it is, you're releasing it. Okay, it's like almost like surrendering the disappointment. Surrendering what's keeping me stuck mentally. Surrendering what's making me unhappy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're making cuts during this season, okay, or during this time frame. Anything else for settling for those with a rising sign in Leo, on how this eclipse energy will impact them the most? Okay, Eight of Wands. Okay, and I feel like as soon as this happens, Leo, um, things start moving very quickly, right? And it's almost as if, because you're taking control of your life, it's like things start to move very quickly. Because initially, when the settling energy came out, it was and I saw alone on the bottom. I was like, because I would rather be alone. It's like I would rather do this by myself. I would rather be by myself than to settle, And I feel like that's kind of where you at. Why is alone here for those with a rising sign in Leo? or you realize this over this eclipse season. Okay, look, I'd rather be alone. The world. This is you closing out cycles with the Tower. Significant shifts. Significant. Okay. Significant shifts. You're like, I'd rather do it by myself. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather not have. I'd rather them to settle. Yeah. And what triggers it, I feel, Leo, is this communication that comes off very manipulative. Like as if someone's like taking you for a fool or trying to play with you, or like, like not considering you, or like it's just like you think I'm stupid, or like it's like, yeah. With the Knight of Wands energy and the Two of Cups, you stop giving, you stop showing up, you stop supporting, because I feel like you've been maybe like kind of just taking something or dealing with something to avoid hurting others, to avoid sorrow. It's like almost where you're like, what am I getting out of that? Yeah. Especially if someone is coming towards you with this very manipulative energy, like, you really gonna say that to me? Or you really gonna try that on me, or whatever, It's communication that's definitely disrespectful, it almost feels. But, okay. The Seven of Cups, because of the Ace of Wands. Yeah. The Ace of Wands, and everyone knows how I read it, is for me opportunities that are here today and maybe gone tomorrow. So it may not have longevity or substance. It's like, I feel like, Leo, going forward, you stop thinking so much with your heart. and you start thinking like practical. You start thinking about, the facts are the facts type energy, It's like, yeah, I can hope that you're going to be this way, or I can hope that this is going to happen, and I can keep enduring, but the facts are the facts. It's not. Okay. So you stop showing up. You stop giving your energy to confusion. You stop giving your energy to confusion, it feels. Okay. Opportunities that are here today, gone tomorrow, opportunities that don't have longevity. You stop settling. Okay. You start making shifts. Okay. So I got my tea leaf deck the other day, and I've been using it, right? So because I'm a reader, but this is my first time having a tea leaf deck. Because I am a reader, and then I also watch readers, it makes me think, like, do all the readers like read the book that comes with the deck? It's pretty specific, just based off some of the cards that come out. All right. So I already did my meditation on the deck, and because the deck is so huge, I don't want to give you no faulty energy. So I asked Spirit like how to go about it with the guidance, and I'm gonna split the deck, and then I'm gonna shuffle the part that's in my hand. Okay. Okay. All right. So the bottom of the deck says Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Okay. That's definitely where you're at during this eclipse season, Leo rising. Okay. Because you're definitely like, okay, I'm not stupid. Like, I can definitely see what's going on here, and I'm going to make whatever shifts or changes need to be made, because you're not about to, Right. You also have box. You will receive a gift. Okay. So you'll receive a gift of some kind, maybe for making these changes, right? And it's because of bouquet, compliments from an admirer. It's like someone maybe recognizing that you are creating the shifts that need to be made, or, that you're, doing something that betters you. Like, someone just, point that out to you, Leo, whatever the case may be, right? Pig, be aware of greed. Okay. So I feel like you catch that with Tiger on the bottom, doing something risky, taking a chance. Okay. So if this is like, interacting with people, You know, just be cautious of people that's like maybe like coming towards you for something or seeking something. I do feel like with this pig energy, you notice that, okay, and you receive a gift from someone that recognizes you, you know, making these huge shifts, okay. Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry, okay. So if you do encounter someone that is trying to play with you, control your anger. Don't let them, you know, take you out your character. Mice, discord among friends or family, okay. People could be talking about it, right. And money math, I mean money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it, right. If this is around money, like money will come to you, or an idea may come to you, or, and I feel like it happens after you remove certain energies from your life. Okay, okay, because with the 8 of Wands energy, things just start to speed up. With Harp on the bottom, great happiness. And I think that is the end of the guidance. Okay, yeah, that feels good. All right, now moving on to this is gonna take a long time, but I didn't, you know, I didn't plan for that. I can do as much as I can, and that's that. So. Moving on to Cancer rising. No, back up. No. Moving on to yeah, Cancer rising. So it's kind of going backwards. It's going backwards. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just this is how it is. Cancer rising. Cancer rising. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. So, hey, if your rising sign is Cancer, then the solar eclipse in Leo will have the greatest impact on you in your second house. Okay. And your second house is around money and values. Okay. I also am a Cancer rising, so I resonate with this energy. Okay. So when it comes to money and values, will you'll feel the biggest shift with the solar eclipse energy. All right. Lessons is on the bottom. Knowledge, understanding. Look for the lesson in this situation. Okay. So you may be looking for lessons or maybe discover a lesson. I don't know. Let's see. It's around money and values. All right, Spirit. For those who have a Cancer rising, how will this solar eclipse energy impact them the most when it comes to money and values? When it comes to money and values, how will this solar eclipse energy impact the Cancer rising the most? Inner child. Okay. Playful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. Okay. So when it comes to money and values, it seems like you're going to enjoy your money. Okay. Or value your happiness over money. Okay. Or just like, you know, being playful, enjoying it. I'm clear. Because of balance, yin and yang, darkness and light, stay centered in your higher self. Okay. You staying balanced and separating yourself from drama. Okay. Separation and rise above. Okay. You're separating yourself from drama. Right. So that's beautiful. Not this one. Okay. This one. All right. Let's clarify this inner child energy because money and values. Oh, okay. God. Here you go. All right. But all that still applies. But it's starting to resonate or starting to, you know, kick in. I feel like you change what you value. I feel like you start to value being happy, okay, being playful, enjoying, you know, the present moment. Maybe like you stop worrying, like it's like what you value. I feel is more so being happy, you know, like the inner child, like just being comfortable and free, living to your fullest, even if that's using your money to live to the fullest, whether it's to travel, whether it's to explore new ventures or whatever. Okay, with the balance energy, if you're staying centered in your higher self, you're keeping maybe your finances balanced or something like that. It's like you are using maybe your wealth differently, you know, making it truly matter, you know. That's how it feels. Yeah. Like, it's like, okay, I work every day and I bring my money home for what? To pay bills, or like to do things that I want to do, you know, to finance my joy, my happiness, right? It's like you value being happy more so over. All right. Why is inner child here for those with a Cancer rising spirit? Faithful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. For those with a Cancer rising spirit, please clarify inner child. Death. The death energy with the Magician. Okay, so a transformation is created, okay, because you realize like opportunities that are here today, gone tomorrow, or like opportunities without substance are maybe distorting you mentally. So you create some type of like significant shift, or there's some significant change that's made, and it's like a huge transition, right? Temperance with the Eight of Wands, because of the Ten of Cups. So whatever happens with this death energy, it creates your peace and your comfort and your like level of acceptance to something moving forward, because of you seeing it as exactly what you want. Ten of Cups. It's like meeting your ultimate fulfillment. And it's like you don't want to be, you don't want to go through like issues, or it's like you know you're not happy with the struggle. So something is whatever the transition is, okay, this feeling of valuing happiness over money maybe creates a shift in you where you are okay with some type of movement. Okay, look, the Ace of Cups and the Fool. I don't know what you're doing. It could be new love, but it can be anything. This Ace of Cups can be anything. Like if you're already married and stuff like that, and you have a Cancer rising, this Ace of Cups can be like you saying, "All right, I'm gonna just start my swim club," and like, or you know, I don't know, start my group to tour Europe. I don't know. Like you just do it, okay? Because with the Ace of Swords energy and the Four of Swords, it's like you get maybe confirmation that it's going to be okay, that you know that is good, like that you can trust it, like you know, like this is good. It's like you get the confirmation. It's like okay, all right, whatever it is, it creates significant movement for you. Okay. Clarify this inner child energy here. You being happy, you putting maybe your happiness over money, maybe, or just making your happiness a priority, valuing your happiness doesn't have to be over money, right? Just valuing your happiness. It creates a huge transition for you where you're at peace with something moving forward. Okay, moving towards something brand new, even. Okay, the Ace of Swords energy and the Four of Swords is like you get this confirmation that the Four of Swords is like confirmation of like rest, peace. It's given like neutralization. Yeah, to some where you maybe wasn't sure about a decision. Okay, this Ace of Swords energy gives you like the I'm good. I can follow through. Mm-hmm. Okay, the Hermit. That's Virgo energy. Okay, so your rising sign could even be, your sun sign could be a Virgo. Okay. Or this can just be you in this energy where you're thinking about how you've been holding back from your intuition. Okay. Holding back, not listening to your intuition, and how that might have been sabotaging you in a way or causing more stress. It's like I should have just listened to my intuition. But I feel like you recognize that because of you being balanced. It's like this solar eclipse energy creates some type of balance for you where you start to value your happiness, your mood, your joy, the present moment most. Whatever happens, it creates this huge transformation for you. What's this balance energy? It's because of balance. Yin and yang, darkness and light, stay centered in your higher self. Maybe you've been staying centered in your higher self. Okay. Yeah. The Eight of Cups is letting what was disappointing, letting what's not emotionally serving you anymore go. Okay. With the Judgment energy, so that you can make whatever judgment or decision you need to make. Okay. Balancing. Didn't I say learning lessons? Something about learning lessons? Maybe you learned a lesson. Okay. With the Three of Swords energy on the bottom here, maybe learn a lesson about, like how certain choices can, not have the best outcome. Okay. So this is like letting, what's not serving me go so I can have what I want, You stay in balance. Uh-oh. Ten of Cups. It's like I have to let what's not emotionally serving me go so I can have what I truly do want with the Ten of Cups energy. You see that? I have to let this go so I can have that. Right? You stay in balance, produces that. And then that's the Tower. That's the Tower. That's the huge shift. A change in perspective. You see things differently. You stay in balance, you stay here. Creates this huge shift. Okay. The Devil energy. Okay. The Empress. The Seven of Wands. Okay. Because of some type of attachment, the Devil energy can be anything when it comes to us as humans. It can be people, it can be habits, it can be mindsets, it can be experiences, jobs, locations, whatever, right? Progress was blocked. Okay. The Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords. This is moving away from opportunities without substance. Okay. So the reason why I read it that way is because why I'm reading it that way now is because with the Ace of Wands, I see it as opportunities that are fun in the moment, but doesn't always give you longevity or a substantial outcome or something that is like desired or real. Okay. Here today, gone tomorrow. Right? Whatever this is, it allows you to move away from it peacefully. Okay. Because with the Five of Swords energy, the Ten of Wands, maybe it was driving you crazy. Maybe it was, it was too much mentally, maybe. It was too much of a battle, and it's mentally, it was too much to worry about, too much concern. It was making things, very difficult for you. Maybe controlling your movements, your decision making, because of you staying balanced, because of you being this balanced energy. You're letting go of something that's not emotionally serving you so that you can access the Ten of Cups. Whatever this attachment was with the Devil energy, it was blocking progress for you. Okay. So this change is creating a way for you to move away from opportunities that don't have much substance. And it's because of you valuing your joy and your happiness most. Right? It's creating this huge transformation for you where you are totally okay with moving forward on something or moving towards something new. Because it's like, you're going to be okay or it's going to be good for you. And I feel like because you may have set with it with the Hermit energy, this is kind of like, like, kind of like being alone and kind of sitting with whatever this is. Okay. All right. So this solar eclipse is, definitely creating some huge transformations. This is the tea leaf deck. We'll get you some guidance, but it's, it's too big for me to shuffle like too much. So I was, deciding before the video how I was going to do it, and I'm going to cut the deck and then shuffle what's in my hand. Okay. All right. For those with the Cancer rising, all right, here we go. Okay, first one, horse, short journey. Okay, all right. So something might happen quick. It says short journey. Right? And vine, seek out information that will help you. Okay. So seek out information that will help you. So short journey is like it won't, like I almost feel like it won't take long. Okay, with what's on the bottom? Gong on the bottom, an exciting event. Okay. Anything else for those with the Cancer rising? Pet, you will be playing a different role in your life. Because I've read the message. Okay, Spirit said, read the message. Okay. Bottom of the deck says torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So you may be playing a different role because of you having this, like aha moment, awareness, enlightenment. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it seems like it can, it's going to happen quickly or it won't take long. Seek out information that will help. Mm-hmm. Vine says, this card indicates that there is information that will be of great help to you, but you must seek it out. This information will not be revealed to you without great effort on your part. So you got to go looking for it. And it won't take long. You can be playing a different role once you figure this out, or once you understand it with this new understanding, maybe. Okay. Yeah. All right. Coins. Money will be coming to you. So when it comes to money and value, it's like once you get some type of confirmation, I don't know, with rooster on the bottom, an arrogant, boastful person, you should not cross. So money will be coming to you. Right? Maybe that's something you need to get help about. And it could have, been because of a rooster, which is an arrogant or boastful person. Okay. Apply how it fits. I'm gonna go with that. Moving on to Gemini rising. Okay. Oh, for Cancer rising, when I opened the deck, the inner child card landed on memories, nostalgia, repetition, attachment, reliving the past, let it go. Okay. You could be like, thinking about like the past, or maybe the past was impacting, your ability to be happy in the now, but you find balance. Okay. Gemini. Thanks. Thanks for the flower. Okay. Give me some water. Bear with me, y'all, because It's the first time me doing this reading. Well, for everyone. But also I'm going by rising sign, so it's a little different. Gemini rising. If your rising sign is in Gemini, then this solar eclipse energy in Leo will have the greatest impact on you in your third house, which is around communication and siblings. Okay. So if Gemini is your rising sign, then this solar eclipse in Leo will have the greatest impact on you in your third house of communication and siblings. Creativity is on the bottom. Inspiration, productivity, creation, bring out the greatness within. For those with a Gemini rising in spirits, how will this solar eclipse impact them the most when it comes to communication and siblings or their third house? Yeah. So split energy with beliefs. Have you been in split energy when it comes to like your belief systems or something like that? Okay. Separation. No contact, 5D, dreams, nightmares. Focus on your own happiness. Okay. So it's about separation because a fresh start, new opportunity, release the past. This is your second chance. And forgive. All right. Tranquility, peaceful mind and heart, freedom from the past. Forgive family, healing. Okay. You have a fresh start. Maybe forgive your family or forgive something with family, heal. Okay. Okay. Especially if because it has something to do with siblings, maybe. Okay. You could be separating. Yeah. This could be something you've been kind of like back and forth with. But you might feel like it's time so you can have a fresh start, to maybe, remove yourself from, certain people. You could be forgiving family. Yeah. Healing, issues with your family. But whatever it is, it's like you feel like it's time to maybe do this separation. Yeah, a relationship could be ending, a home situation could be ending, something that is a part of your stability. It can be even like a family business. You're deciding to like end it so that you can go do your own thing. Maybe this is something that, you and your siblings were having problems with. But yeah, the Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, it's like, on one side, it's like what I want, Nine of Cups, my wish is being fulfilled, the things that I want to accomplish, versus this Four of Wands. Like it can be family business or responsibilities, be taking care of the parents or something like that, and maybe you couldn't make certain transitions. Yeah, it was like holding you up from getting what you want. Okay. All right. So separation, you might feel like it's time to make this change. Okay. This solar eclipse, which happens today, right, will impact you the most in your third house of communication and your siblings. Okay. And you have separation here. So over the next 3 to 6 months, what's happening with separation? Okay. Yeah. You choosing to go a different direction with the Two of Wands, right? You separate maybe from family or separate from something where that was giving you stability and choose to go into a different direction. Ace of Swords. Okay. And it's because of maybe you realizing that something is just, wearing you down. Okay. It's like you having like awareness, an aha, or not an aha, but it's just like being something like more like, what do I want to say? You can see how something's really wearing you down. Okay. Yeah. The Star and the Six of Wands, you want more and you desire more. So you're choosing to go into a different direction and choosing to separate yourself from something that, was maybe giving you some type of stability or a part of your foundation in some way. It could be in reference to family, but it's because of you knowing that it was really wearing you down and you desire more. Okay. And with the Seven of Pentacles, maybe you've been, looking at it, looking at your options or weighing the pros and the cons. Yeah, you've been avoiding this decision. And, it's a major decision, but the Lover's energy can be in reference to partnership, but it's definitely about major life choices that, decisions that change the course of your life. Okay. You've been avoiding this. Okay. But whatever's happening with this solar eclipse energy is giving you like confirmation that separation is time. Okay. Look, Five of Pentacles and the Devil. You're like, I gotta let it go. I can't do it no more. Gotta let it go. I gotta release this devil energy, whatever it is. Okay, so for those with Gemini rising, this is what's coming through. Over the next 3 to 6 months, you may see this unfold because of a fresh start. Okay, new opportunity, release the past. This is your second chance. You're getting an opportunity, a fresh start in some way. Clarify for those with a Gemini rising. All right. Okay. Yeah. So with the Seven of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, it's kind of like giving like confirmation. The Seven of Wands is like, standing your ground on it, being firm, and blocking out like any confusion. If someone wanted to have you like, no, look at that again, or what about this, or what if this happened? It's like, nope, I'm not even hearing that. Nope, I already made my decision. So it's like because of this fresh start, you're standing firm on a choice, okay, and it's because of the Six of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This can be reconciliation. Like if you're getting a second chance, you could be reconciling with someone. You could be reconciling. Whatever the reconciliation is, it produces some type of financial abundance for you. Nine of Cups. Okay, so wish fulfilled. It's exactly what you wanted. Okay, if you felt like you were kind of in a situation where it wasn't giving no real substance, it's like you're letting that go. It's like, okay, it's time for change. Yeah, you're standing your ground on it. You're blocking up anyone else's opinion, anyone that would have you kind of like going back and forth. Yeah, yep. And you're moving. King of Wands. Like I'm taking that. I'm making the move. Okay, because with the Four of Pentacles, you've been holding back from doing it anyway. You've been holding back from doing it. So I feel like the separation energies, yeah, you've been waiting. So I feel like the separation energies, this solar eclipse is giving you the confirmation that it's time to make that shift. I'm sorry, plant. That's like the second, third time that I hit it with my braids. You probably like, my plants, they got personality. My friend probably like, what's up? You're not about to keep hitting me. All right. For those with a Gemini rising, I got to cut the deck. I just want to shove it up a little more. All right. Okay. For those with a Gemini rising. All right. Bottom of the deck, older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man. Okay. So an older man might be involved in some way. Okay. For those with a Gemini rising, please give guidance to this reading. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Okay. Bull, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Don't back down. Don't back down. Because it's giving that energy with the Seven of Wands. It's like you don't want to hear nobody else's opinion. Base, secret admirer. Okay. This can be someone that's, had their eye on you. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay. So someone may need your help. Okay. And don't back down. Maybe someone needs your help. It's going to be someone that's, been kind of secretly admiring you. Maybe you guys coming together is going to help in some way, in shape or form. And it's because of this older man. Again, dealing with a relationship with an older man. Okay. And you might actually be dealing with an older man or be an older man. Okay. So involvement with the law. Okay. This older man can have involvement with the law in some way. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Mm-hmm. Man, maybe this older man who has like involvement with the law is helping you with something with family, or you're helping them with something with family. And anything else as guidance. You apply how it fits. Take what resonates. For those with the Gemini rising. All right. Okay. Chair field. Someone new is entering your life. Chair field. Okay, so this can definitely be someone new, someone that's been secretly admiring you. They may be in need of help or assistance. This can be someone, an older man, could be someone with the law, mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Okay. And psychic ability, trust your intuition. All right. Because of claw, be careful. Do not take risks. Right. So someone could be saying that to you, like, be careful, don't take no risks, don't take no risks. But spirit's like psychic ability, trust your intuition. So you could be a Pisces sun sign, a Cancer sun sign. But if you're Gemini, if your rising sign is Gemini, this is your reading. Okay. So I do the deck cut thing. Okay, so you're separating from something you might have been settling in. Okay, it always comes together like that. I learned that over the past few readings I've been doing. Okay, all right. So now I'm going to Taurus. Right, if your rising sign is Taurus. Okay. Yeah, that's your fourth house. Sorry, now my lips are dry. My mouth is dry. It's from all the talking. Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks. Right, so if you have a Taurus rising, if your rising sign is in Taurus, if your rising sign is in Taurus, then that means Leo will show up in your fourth house, and that's in reference to home and family. Okay, so you can feel or expect the biggest shifts to be made in that area of home and family, your fourth house. Okay, because you have a rising sign in Taurus. For those with a rising sign in Taurus, stuck, block, third party, silence, barrier. Shift your focus to clear the energy. Okay, and listen to your intuition. Okay, so something could be stuck for you. And it's just like, you might feel like, oh, it's this block, everything would be fine if this block was gone. No, listen to your intuition. You know what's going on. Okay? It's like you already got the intuitive confirmation. You just need to listen to it. Okay. All right. Free will. Choices, decisions, contact, inaction. Action cannot be forced. Right? It's your decision, free will. Okay, so something's going to happen. or shift. It comes to home and family, the most in your fourth house. Okay, so the solar eclipse, its impact happens over the next 3 to 6 months, right? You're gonna, maybe have to make a decision or be charged to make a decision or choice, or contact or inaction. Okay, action cannot be forced. It's basically saying it's your decision, and it's around an offer, a gesture, engagement, wedding, rejoice in your union. It could be in reference to partnership, right? But it's transformation and hesitation. So if someone has been hesitating, or if there's been hesitation, there's a transformation in that. So maybe the offer is being, presented. It's up to you. Okay, if you want to go towards it or not, receive it. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Maybe something hasn't been moving forward. Things maybe have, definitely, maybe. Because we're still on the bottom of the deck, stuck. Things have been other stuff. It's like you've been maybe staying put in one thing, because it was like no way to go in another direction. Okay. With the Emperor in Judgment in reverse, it's like you're taking control over something. Spirit's like, yeah, you are. Or it can be like, support from someone else, a masculine energy, but the masculine energy either in you or the masculine energy in general is taking control over something where that, it's difficult to make a judgment, or, maybe you kept revisiting something or not learning from it. Okay. Yeah, the Nine of Cups in reverse. It's like you weren't getting what you wanted. It's like desires unfulfilled. Because if someone, maybe the King of Cups is in reverse, it would be someone that's like emotionally manipulative, emotionally imbalanced, even financially imbalanced, like not stable, and almost like a rebel to it. Okay. So with the Hangman energy and the Page of Pentacles, you could be changing your perspective around an opportunity, or even accepting it. Then I get an energy where you're kind of like, an acceptance of, it's your choice. Okay. With the Ace of Cups, this can be new love, but this can be new anything, right? Let's say you've been married for 40 years. This might not be new love. This might be like a new project, something you really truly, desire, something that would open up doors that align to what you want, or that align to your 10 of Cups. Okay, this new beginning opens up a way for you to like sow seeds into your 10 of Cups. You recover from something that has been disappointing, right? Free will is your choice, but things have been like, unfulfilling. And I feel like you are surrendering to whoever this opportunity is. Free will. This solar eclipse energy is creating this opportunity for you, or this shift. Right? This can be to heal from the past, or to heal the past is the opportunity to heal. Okay. Or recover from a tower, maybe financially. Tower in the Nine of Pentacles is like a tower to your independence, or a tower to your financials. Okay. Yeah. Maybe you've been holding back from compromising. Maybe you're surrendering to this offer to heal the past, or looking at it differently, like, maybe I will. Okay. Because the offer is there, right? It's like the opportunity is there. It's your choice. Like if things have been unfulfilling. Okay. Yeah, it helps you maybe put down a burden and recover. Okay, so there could be some communication between you and someone, or movement around giving, equal give and take, sharing responsibilities, going into something together. Okay, but it's also maybe causing you a lot of stress as well, is because you don't want to rush, but you like, or yeah, you don't want to rush, or maybe you feel rushed, maybe you feel like you know it's moving fast, but it's like I can't avoid it. I don't know. But it's because of this offer. Clarify this offer for those with a Taurus rising. Clarify this offer. Okay. The High Priestess with the Lovers energy in reverse. You know why either a connection is coming apart, or why it's imbalance, or why things keep happening. The reason why I say that is because, like, with Judgment in reverse, it's like, you know, so it's like whatever it is, it's like, you know, okay. And so with this offer, maybe you already know what the outcome would be, or what it would offer, or what it brings to you. Clarify offer. Okay. Okay, so you know why a connection is. I feel like it's a connection, but why something is um, not working. Okay, someone could like not be happy. I don't know if you're being stubborn. Offer. Not very optimistic. Okay, that is not the right time. So okay, so you know someone is not happy in love, or not happy with maybe the love that you've been given to them, or how you've been showing up. The lack of change is why the connection is imbalanced, and you haven't been honest with someone. And like things are stuck, or things are not moving because of like someone's bad actions, or the actions that they are taking. So are you looking at how you've been playing games, or how you've been like maybe like manipulating the situation? Because over here is saying that when it comes to home and family, right, there's a need for a choice, okay, or a decision, because things have not been panning out well, okay, wishes have not been fulfilled. So you may be surrendering to this opportunity to recover a family situation, in order to put down a burden, okay. Um, yeah, it's like maybe you need a break, maybe you need a rest, maybe you know, maybe you need like support or help, because there's communication about going into something together or doing something together or giving equally or, help. Okay, communication about help. And it could be because of like the stress that someone is experiencing. But also like maybe how they might have sabotaged that with someone's actions. I feel that's the shift that's being made with this solar eclipse energy, where someone realizes they have to make a choice. Transformation to someone's hesitation. This is if you have been someone who was hesitating towards a certain path, maybe you're changing your perspective around it. Maybe how you're looking at it is changing. There's a transformation in some way because your wishes have not been fulfilled, not been getting what you want. And I feel like you're changing your perspective around an opportunity. Let's give you some guidance on the tea leaf deck. Okay. So because this deck is so big, I'm going to cut the deck and shuffle what's in my hand. All right. For those with a Taurus rising sign, you have hats. Okay. You will be playing a different role. All right. Maybe it's family. Okay, like family guy, family woman. Okay. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. Okay. There could be some fire during this conversation. Like passionate love or passionate hate. Okay, because of dragon. Beware of self-delusion. All right. So playing a different role. Don't like beware of self-delusion. Don't think that you can maybe like just ignite this conversation. Everything's going to work out perfectly. They might not be very happy to, receive you. I don't know. Sharp. Take care, or there will be loss of material wealth. Okay. So it's basically like walk easy. Take care, or there will be loss of material wealth. And shield. You need to defend yourself. Okay. You might do need to defend yourself. Like, if someone is saying, oh, they, coming at you with passionate hate or something like that, but also like, take care. I mean, defend yourself, but also like recognize how you might have played a part. Buy my deck bouquet, compliments from an admirer. You might need to come with a bouquet. Okay, because dog is right there. Dog barking. Advice from a friend. Your friend may tell you like you need to show up with flowers. Last one. Or some type of something to compliment or soften the situation. Dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Right. And jug. Lighthearted, carefree time. Because of elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Family wishes come true. Right behind that. Okay. So maybe just enjoying one another, keeping it light. It may be a long journey, maybe to come to a peaceful ending. Okay. But you will understand some things maybe, or learn something from this experience. I don't know. I'm not getting you more. I'm just kind of shuffling the deck before I put it back. Okay, that's a lot. Can I read all those cards? Okay. Okay. All right. If you have an Aries rising, yeah. Hello. Thank you for the star. Who's that? Is it Biddy? La La Love and Biddy. Thank you so much. All right. Aries. If you have an Aries rising sign. Oh, shoot. I meant to do this. Oh, changes in the air. Okay. That was for Taurus. All right. Sorry, my daughter made me a sandwich. And I mean, I appreciate the gesture. She was so kind. But I can't do all of that. I'm going to take half of the sandwich. Yeah, I can't do it. It's very hot. She, yeah. Okay. Good children. For real. Eat one side of it. Okay, Spirit, for those with an Aries rising sign, if your rising sign is in Aries, then this reading is for you. Right? Now, if your rising sign is in Aries, then this Leo solar eclipse will have the greatest impact on you in your fifth house of creativity and pleasure. Okay. Creativity and pleasure. So you may be intrigued by something, but it's given mutual. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see what this is about. For Aries, if you have an Aries rising sign, then this solar eclipse energy will have the greatest impact on you when it comes to creativity and pleasure. Fertility. Fresh ideas manifest. Growth. Plant your seeds. Okay. If you have an Aries rising, right, you might get some new ideas with this solar eclipse energy. Maybe some new opportunities to plant new seeds of growth. Okay. And because of observe social media, fascination, curiosity, watching from a distance. Okay. If you've been doing something on social media or something that people can observe or watch, you may get some results. Okay. All right. So, okay. You might move. Okay. You might move or get a car. This could be something you've been like waiting on. Maybe we've been trying to figure out timing, the conflict would have been with money. So you can kind of like move it slow, but whatever this opportunity is, Ace of Pentacles is showing, it's like creating change for you. It's like, okay, now I can do it. Now I can do that. Now money can shake. All right. Why is fertility here when it comes to creation or creativity? And why is fertility here when it comes to creativity and passion for the Aries rising? Why does this come up? Okay. All right. So the Two of Cups Ace of Wands, Hermit. Okay. So there could be a partnership or a union where there's like a spark of new passion or something like that. New passion in a union, and it's making you think. Okay. Think about, is this what I want? 9 of Cups. Okay. You might be like thinking like, it's showing some uncertainty. Like you're not sure. Mm. Maybe you haven't been honest about your finances. So if you are in a union where there's like an opportunity for a fresh start or a fresh spark, maybe even with a Virgo, I feel like you're thinking about like, is this for me? And this could be because of like you haven't been transparent about your finances. Okay. Fertility. Fertility for those with an Aries rising. Okay, so worry no more. Okay, like worry no more. All right, whatever you've been kind of worried about, like maybe if you were in a union, like it's a fresh start for you, passion was ignited. You might have like slow walked it, or like kind of like maybe like went into deep evaluation of it because of like maybe like your own insecurities. But whatever this fertility is during this solar eclipse energy, it's like I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, money's right. Okay, with the King of Pentacles, finances is good, whether you're man or woman, right? And so with the High Priestess energy and the Death energy, it's like you intuitively know, like I don't have to wait. I don't have to worry. I don't have to be concerned, right? And it's because of the Knight of Cups. Okay, support. Okay, love, assistance, help. Okay, yeah. So if someone messed things up, by walking away, it's like, sabotaging things with your actions, maybe they walked away from you in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like this can be someone else's actions. It's like things balance out for you. Yeah. This solar eclipse energy brings some type of balance in for you. Okay. One more. Yeah. I'm also getting the hiding can stop. Have you been hiding? Okay. Yeah. The Temperance energy, I mean, the Eight of Cups with Temperance is like walking away with peace. It's like, I walk away without any problem. Because like I walk away without any problem, so I can rebuild. It's like you walking away without any resistance, right? Letting it go peacefully. So there could be a union where the spark was there, but you might have been sitting on it with the Hermit energy, like, is this really what I want? And it was, coming from maybe the underlying issue of like maybe you not being completely honest about your finances or stability or something like that, or your situation like behind the scene. And so whatever is happening during this solar eclipse energy, it's like your concern about that is no more. Okay. Maybe finances are doing good for you. Okay. So even if you did have some things you had to take care of, you feel like I can handle that. And so if you've been hiding or keeping something to yourself, maybe even not listening to your intuition, that's not happening anymore. You're letting go of something peacefully, like without hesitation. Okay. And it's to rebuild, it's to work with other people. Look, the tower, whatever's happening is creating a huge tower for you. It's a huge shift. The tower doesn't necessarily mean like things are crumbling, but it's definitely a huge shift. Okay. And it's because of observe, social media, fascination, curiosity, watching from a distance. Why is this here for those with an Aries rising? Ooh, okay. Look, okay, because of this observed energy, this opportunity to rebuild or work with others is coming through. Right? Okay. Okay. Which the moon with the tower. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. This can be with someone. All right. Rewind to okay. This can be with someone. If there is an opportunity for a union, like this is a union with like it gives you that fresh spark, it gives you that passion. It's like, oh, this is what I want, right? You might have been sitting on an opportunity because of you not being honest about yourself, or your financial status is the same thing, right? But also observing this other person, maybe on social media or watching from a distance, and maybe feeling like they were better than you or in a better state financially or more secure. Okay. Whatever happens with you financially, it's like you're worried or concerned around it, heals. You're not worried about it anymore. If you've been keeping something to yourself, you're not doing that anymore. You're being maybe more emotionally expressive or exposing, how you feel or your thoughts or something like that, letting the past go peacefully. And I feel like it's because whatever you're observing, watching, curiosity from a distance, your fear of this change is no more. Okay. This person had you stuck when it comes to like committing, okay, or like spirituality or like, values and stuff like that. Okay. But I feel like things are coming together with this change. All right. Yeah. I feel like you might have been avoiding this decision for some time because of you like doubting yourself, maybe juggling a lot of different responsibilities. Okay, this could be something you weren't honest about. I feel like you're being truthful. Okay, yep, Ace of Swords right behind that. You're being truthful. You're communicating, and it's giving you a second chance. It's giving you an opportunity. It's giving you an opportunity for fresh ideas to manifest, for growth, planting your seeds. Look, see, for you to go towards success, a victory, positive outcome. Look, the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Okay, you can get that. You can go towards it. Right? Yeah, you were stopping yourself from giving to this solid opportunity because of your past, but this is allowing you to rebuild. So, for those with a Aries rising, let's see what guidance messages are most appropriate for you right now. Okay. For those with an Aries rising sign, Spirit, please give messages for them that are clear. Broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Okay. Because of scissors. Disappointment in some affair. Okay. All right. Let's keep on. Kangaroo. Unsettled times. Need to plan ahead. Right. Because of broom. New home. New attitude. Okay. So maybe how you, yeah, because this wish granted energy and wish not granted, or wish, broken wish, landed on the top of the death energy with the temperance. So if something is changing for you, if you're ending something from your past or releasing something from your past, this transformation is bringing about some balance for you. Maybe you wanted the past, maybe you were sticking around for the past or something. Maybe that's what you were wishing for it to work out, but that's not happening. Okay. And it could be with this, it could be creating some unsettled times for you where things are kind of like all over the place. Spirit could be saying like this is a time to plan ahead because maybe you're getting a new home, maybe going in a different direction. Right? Mountain Road, you are on the road to success. Okay. Whatever this change is, it's going to take you in a positive direction. Good fortune. Right? and bail announcement. Okay. So, and it's all because of Bridge successfully overcoming a problem. Okay. Listen, you can't make this stuff up. You can't. You just can't. You just can't. You are going towards a victory. Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. Whatever this change is, it benefits you. Okay. So I do the deck cut thing. Okay. Yeah. So with fertility, you have fresh ideas, manifest growth, plant your seeds, come on top of, rise above. Drama, obstacles, pettiness, find the strength to rise. Okay. I feel like something is growing out of drama. It's like you're in the drama. Okay. Growth out of drama. Okay. Hey, Sage. Oh, you're not late. I was supposed to do this at 12. I didn't start to 3:01. Yeah. All right. The next one is Pisces. Okay. So, if your rising sign is in Pisces, then that means this solar eclipse will have the greatest impact on you in your sixth house. Okay, because Leo is in your sixth house. Right? That's work, health, and routines. Okay. If your rising sign is Pisces, then this solar eclipse will have the greatest impact on you in your sixth house of work, health, and routines. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Chaser. In pursuit, convincing, rejection. Let them go and let it be. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even if you would, if it's something on social media or what you see, or if you're watching from a distance, just let it go and let it be. Okay. Or maybe it's something on social media that you're like looking at from a distance, and it's like, this could be a time where you actually take pursuit versus just watching. Okay. All right. Sorry, I was wiping my eye. Okay. For those with a Pisces rising sign, how will this solar eclipse impact them the most when it comes to work, health, and routines? Okay. Work, health, and routine. Separation. Okay. So when it comes to work, health, and routines, you may separate from something. No contact, 5D, dreams, nightmares, and focus on your own happiness. You may separate from something because of an offer for work, maybe. Gesture, engagement, wedding, rejoice in your union. Okay. And maybe this offer or opportunity brings about more security when it comes to work, health, or routines. Okay. This opportunity, if you're separating from something, this opportunity could bring about help or support with your routines, the things that you do every day. Maybe you get into a union and now you have someone that can help you picking the kids up from school. Yeah. Because it looks like there's a masculine energy of action. Okay. And you, if you're coming through as the Queen of Pentacles, then you're someone that's like responsible for a lot. She's the mom, she's the, PTA lady, she does a lot, she's financially secure, she's responsible. And you could, someone could be coming to help and assist. Could be someone that maybe needs your help when it comes to their health. maybe. All right. Okay, the High Priestess energy is on the bottom. All right. So if you have a Pisces rising, you're very intuitive. Okay. Use your intuition. All right. Mm-hmm. I feel like you're gonna change your perspective maybe on a situation because of how it's showing up. All right. Why separation here? Why separation here for those with a Pisces rising when it comes to work, health, and routines? Okay. So this could be something you've been resisting with the Strength card. Okay. But Hermit, Virgo energy, the Seven of Wands, you are also thinking about how you have been blocking your opportunity for progression. Okay. So separating from something, whether it's work or a routine or, something health-wise, all right? This is something you've been resisting. Let's say it's been smoking, right? It's something you've been resisting, but you're also looking at, how is it blocking your progress, the Four of Wands and the Six of Cups. Things were good before. Things were maybe more stable. Okay. Fun. I'm getting. It's like you could be thinking back on celebrations and exciting moments. Okay. And Spirit's like, okay, well, if that's the case, just use your intuition and communicate the action you plan to take, It's kind of saying like this is your decision. Be confident in the decisions that you're making. It's because you know what you want to give your energy to. So stop sabotaging yourself. It's like where you want to sow your seeds. So stop sabotaging yourself. Because I feel like right now you're kind of like in reflection mode, resisting separation. Maybe in a connection with someone. Oh, yeah, you could be in a connection with someone. Okay, or let's say this Queen of Wands energy is like your supervisor or your boss or something like that. Communicate the action you plan to take in the connection between the two of you so that person knows. Okay, so that person knows. It's like almost like give them a heads up. Okay. It's almost as if you're sabotaging like long-term investment because of an offer, gesture, engagement, wedding, rejoice in your union. Yeah, because the King of Cups, he's so nice, right? So with this King of Cups energy, you were functioning from your Pisces heart, right? Your Pisces self. This is your rising energy, right? You were functioning from your Pisces self and participating in something that wasn't the best. Okay, even if it's a job opportunity, it's like this job works me night and day, okay, or whatever, and not being honest about the fact that you are creating or manifesting better. Calling them better. You're not, you weren't being honest about the fact that something just wasn't good for you. Okay, it just wasn't hitting the mark. It wasn't. It was actually probably rather bad for you. Um, So instead of reflecting, I feel like this solar eclipse energy is going to encourage you to actually do something. Okay. Yeah. All right. So with the star, the tower, all this nostalgic energy of you kind of like looking back, okay, on when things were better or the good times or like, when you were happier and stuff like that, it's going to create a tower for you because it's becoming too much to like, to be dishonest, to lie. You know, I know the Two of Pentacles is not lying, but it's like it's becoming a burden to juggle. It's like two different realities, right? Because with the Chariot energy on the bottom, this is like the opportunity to move on is there. Okay, so the offer is there, the opportunity is there. Okay, instead of thinking back on it, thinking back to it, right? It's time to figure out a way to move towards it. Use your intuition. Communicate the action you plan to take to whoever you are in partnership with, whether it's in work, health, or routine, so they know. But also you being confident in what you know is that you seeking better. You want more. You want better. Okay? And do it. Like with the Knight of Wands energy. All right. So let's get you some guidance. Those with a Pisces rising. Okay. Okay. Here they go with this side. All right. What's on the bottom? A bill announcement. Okay. Maybe you're making an announcement at work. Maybe you get an announcement or you see an announcement of an offer or an opportunity. Okay. For those with the Pisces rising spirit, ladder, climbing towards success. Okay. Climbing towards success. You might, and it's because of beetle, good fortune, right? It's good fortune. Use your intuition. Spirit is supporting you. Okay. Because it's kind of like, because you know, so kind hearted, you kind of sticking with something that's not good for you. Right. Okay. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance because of psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Okay, I feel like your intuition has told you that you need help, you need assistance, right? Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Okay. Fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Wishbone, a wish is granted. And grasshopper, situation in the balance that require careful handling. So situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay, so when it comes to this fair woman, it seems like your wish is being granted. This could be something you were being rather sensitive with, like careful with. All right, I'm thinking this fair woman is this Queen of Wands because they have the same hair. Okay, just for my understanding. All right, this could be a rather stubborn or aggressive person. Might have been a journey dealing with this. Okay, either physical or mental. All right, and it's all because of pursue. Pay attention to your finances. If you're paying attention to your finances right now, okay, or during this time you're paying attention to your finances, okay, an offer may come through. You might see an announcement. You're climbing towards success. You know intuitively that you need some help. It's been taxing, dealing with something either physically or mentally, especially if someone's been stubborn or aggressive. Okay, this could be for a woman, but your wish is being granted when it comes to like dealing with the situation in a balanced and controlled manner. Okay. Moving on to those with a Aquarian or have Aquarius as their rising. That's the best way to say it. Okay, so Pisces, yeah, you could be separating from a union. So I always cut the deck. Union is there. Okay, it's divine timing was right behind that. Maybe you had to be patient. Maybe it was things in place where, you know, it's like, okay, I can't do it now. Or this person's stubborn. It's going to be, you know, divine timing. You know, you did it in the right timing. And so it could be like separation happening in some type of union or partnership, whether it's work, health, or routine. Yeah. Moving on to is it Chastity? Hi, Chastity. Your sun is Pisces, moon is Scorpio, rising is Virgo. All right. I'm coming up on Virgo because I went from Leo. Well, Virgo would technically be last, okay, but I went from Leo and then went backwards and, you know, did that. Okay, so I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for watching, supporting. We are now going to, who's next? Aquarius. All right. Okay. Yeah. Holy Spirit, angels in heaven. This is for Aquarius. If you have Aquarius as your rising sign, then that means this solar eclipse that is happening in Leo will impact you the most in your 7th house. And that's in relation to partnerships. Okay. Your 7th house, the number 7, 7th house, in relation to partnerships. Okay. For those with Aquarius as their rising sign, Spirit. One more. Okay. All right. When it comes to partnerships, you know, it says creativity, inspiration, productivity, creation. Bring out the greatness within. Okay. And appreciate is behind that. Your twin appreciates you. See the blessing. Practice appreciation. Okay. Maybe someone appreciating you, you know, brings out the greatness in you or something. All right. How will this solar eclipse energy impact the Aquarian rising the most when it comes to partnership? Pause. Okay. Inaction, calmness, step back, wait for the sign. So there may be a pause in a partnership because of free will, choices, decisions, contact, inaction. Action cannot be forced. Okay. This could be like around something blooming. So like when it comes to partnership, there could be a pause in a partnership if someone needs to make a choice in whether it's going to grow or not. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I keep saying full moon, the solar eclipse might ignite that energy where there's a pause of some kind. Or just a step back. You might not stop waiting altogether, but you might, you know, interact differently or step back or pull your energy back or, you know, maybe, you know, look for a sign from God, from the universe to, you know, or how to move. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So why is pause here when it comes to partnerships for those with Aquarius as they're rising? Oh, oh, the pause gets better. So you might be saying like there's already a pause. Okay. But the pause gets better with temperance. You know, no more pause. Okay. The pause, the inaction, you know, the stepping back, the pulling back, the wait for I need clarity. I need to wait until I know for sure. All that balances out this temperance energy. And it's because of someone making a choice. Two of Wands is like, I know which direction I'm going. And with her holding the world, this can be someone that's like, you know, thinking about the possibilities. You know? All right. Why is pause here? Yeah, see, no more stuck energy, right? Eight of Swords. This could be someone that was overthinking partnership, creating limitations around partnership. No more. That energy starts to balance out. Okay. Star and the Nine of Pentacles. This could be because of someone recovering financially, or yeah, or energy of like you get your wishes fulfilled, or you get what you've been desiring or hoping for because of someone being ready for it. Okay, it's like someone, the energy of readiness, ready for progress, for growth with the Empress energy. The Okay, so the situation could have been very difficult for whatever reason. The Ten of Wands is like a lot going on, a lot of burdens. It's a heavy responsibility. It's a lot. Okay, but whatever could have been going on behind the scenes could have created like a burden to the partnership, to the connection as well. But what you've been maybe desiring for or hoping for, you could be receiving because of someone's readiness for growth, readiness for things to progress in a connection. So it seems like a pause is tempering out with this solar eclipse energy. Okay. So someone, Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords, yeah, exactly. All right. So someone was not honest about something that they had experienced, a betrayal of some kind. This could be all of what was going on behind the scenes, whether you knew about it or not. Okay. This is a part of that Ten of Wands energy. Yeah. I was going to say whether you knew about it or not. With the Seven of Swords energy, you might have felt like there's something going on, but just wasn't sure. I feel like with the Star energy, you start to trust in things. You trust in this person, you trust in the experience because of maybe them being transparent with you. Yeah, this could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, but it's a masculine who was participating maybe in a relationship that ended, and they were very unhappy. There was a lot of dissatisfaction, and so it's also as if someone was like waiting, maybe over evaluating or evaluating like what is it they wanted, or okay. But it seems like whatever the pause is, it starts to neutralize because of free will, choices, decisions, contact, inaction. Action cannot be forced. Okay, why did this come out? The Empress energy. Okay, so someone making maybe a decision to allow things to progress. Okay, because of them choosing from the heart. The King of Cups is someone that's like choosing from an emotional place. Okay, Tower to the difficulty, Tower to the Nine of Wands. Right, that could have caused delays. That could have caused you to be upset with someone. It's like someone makes a decision or the choice to allow things to progress because they're choosing from an emotional place. Okay, the Ace of Cups and the Page of Swords because of the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you could be receiving an offer from a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, but it's just mainly an offer from a masculine, a confident, strong, responsible masculine energy. Okay, that is pursuing you, pouring into you, showing up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Connecting with you. Okay. This new beginning is because of someone's interest in you. I feel like this also someone may be like watching you with free will. Like watching your confidence, watching how you move and what you do, and like looking at your motivations and like how inspiring you are, or you know, it's like watching you. It's showing, it's like interest, it's heavy interest. Okay. But that was also a problem. That's why as the crossing is almost like in the Celtic cross spread, it's almost like a challenge. Okay. It's like the heavy attraction to you is also a problem because of a relationship that ended. Okay. Maybe someone was, kind of stuck in that energy. So when it comes to partnerships, it seems like some partnerships are starting to balance out, which is good, right? This is good stuff, right? I'm sorry, plant. I'm so sorry. Split the deck, shuffle. Which one am I doing? Right. Okay. All right. Grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay. So this could be something that, required careful handling. Okay. They had to be, so maybe someone had to be like cautious about decisions or, I don't know. Let's see. Guidance for those with Aquarius as their rising. Yeah. Dark woman, finger, and dog, far away. Okay. So a dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion and hair. Okay. Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Okay. And dog, far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. Okay. So a dark woman could be dark in complexion or dark hair. Could be giving you a warning about something to pay attention to. Like this can be a problem. And it's because of tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment, deep friendship with someone. Okay, if you might have a deep friendship with someone, maybe this distance friend is thinking of you. I don't know if you're enjoying this distant friend or hanging out with this distant friend, and in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay, fair woman, dealings a relationship with a woman with blonde and gray or white hair. Mm-hmm. So a dark woman could be giving you a warning about a friend, a distant friend. This distant friend could be a fair woman in need of help or assistance. Pay attention to your finances. Like this dark woman could be telling you, like, you don't need to get him no money. I don't know. Like, pay attention to your finances. Mm-hmm. Okay. Apply how it fits. Okay. Apply how it fits. Right. Okay. Okay. I'm putting pause back in the deck and it's landing on top of appreciate. Your twin appreciates you. See the blessing. Okay, so this could be someone that you see as a twin. Okay, maybe there was a pause in the connection, and you were wondering, like, does my twin even appreciate me? Like, do they? Maybe you're seeing that now because the pause is changing in a positive. Okay. All right. Moving on to Capricorn. So if your rising sign is in Capricorn, your rising, and you could be getting a partner of some kind, but if your rising sign is in Capricorn, then that means the solar eclipse will have the greatest impact on you in your 8th house of shared finances and transformation. Okay. So if you're in a partnership, there could be a decision that needs to be made around that partnership, but there could be like ego involved, and it could be around finances and stuff like that. Finances and transformation, shared finances. Okay. Mm-hmm. Shared finances and transformation. If your rising sign is Capricorn, how will the solar eclipse impact those with a rising sign in Capricorn spirit when it comes to shared finances and transformation? No. Okay. No. With mirroring, I feel like you guys are not on the same page. It's not a reflection. It's not giving synchronous. Okay. So there may be no shared finances. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. If you have a rising sign in Capricorn, how will this solar eclipse energy impact you the most when it comes to shared finances, transformation? Twin flames. We've seen twin like several times, okay? It says eternal love, reincarnation, passion, twin seeking union. Okay? Because of cycles, momentum, force, life cycles, stay grounded in the now. Okay? With fresh start and romance right behind that. So that could be a cycle or a fresh start in the area of romance with a twin flame. Okay, so when it comes to shared finances, okay, if you have a karmic partner, maybe it's given no now at this time. I'm not sure. Okay, but someone feels like they just got to stop being dishonest. Okay, they could be interested in someone else. Okay, yeah, and that's where they want to give their efforts. And I feel like this is someone that's making a decision about that, right? Even though it's a difficult one. Okay. Why is twin flames here for those with a rising sign in Capricorn? Okay. Yeah, you're just doing it. The Fool with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is saying I'm just doing it. I'm just taking that leap. I'm going for it. Okay. Yeah. And with the Capricorn rising, you're thinking, practical. You're thinking about, opportunities for growth. You're thinking about family. You're thinking about stability, right? The Hangman energy in the Six of Pentacles is you either surrendering something you might have been giving your energy to, your money to, given to, period, but also changing your perspective around whatever it is you've been giving your energy to, your money to. Okay, it's like I'm just doing it. Whoever you see as a twin flame, it seems like you're just taking that leap, okay? Taking a risk. Mm-hmm. Twin flames for the Capricorn rising. Okay. All right. So communication. Two of Swords, King of Swords, Three of Pentacles. So this could be movement that has maybe been like avoided at some point or avoided for some time. It seems like the masculine is making a decision to like plan, to get on the same page, to come to some type of mutual understanding. With the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups, if someone was supporting someone from their past, maybe even financially. The Seven of Wands is, is saying that was blocking things from coming together. Yeah, look, okay. The World with the Five of Coins. This could be something that someone is looking to end or stop doing, because if it, it could be, causing them financial distress. Nine of Wands, maybe they're, going through a lot, like suffering in this supporting energy. Yeah, I feel like that's the reason why someone is taking a leap of faith towards this Queen of Pentacles. This is movement that has been avoided because of someone needing to make a decision. Okay, to come to some type of mutual understanding. Someone was supporting their past, but they are maybe closing out that cycle because of finances. Right? It's all because of cycle. Okay. Momentum, force, life cycles. Stay grounded in the now. Right? It's cycles here. Okay. Cycles of waiting. Okay. Someone could be, this this solar eclipse energy could be igniting this energy of like someone like, this is a cycle of me waiting, delaying, okay, not doing nothing with the Four of Swords, okay. Yes, maybe sticking to tradition, allowing tradition to create resistance, or allowing like rules or laws or whatever to like, not necessarily laws, but like rules to like restrict someone. This could be like a cycle of delay, continuous. Yeah, that may keep someone holding back or holding on to something that is a burden. Okay, it's like someone needs a break. Like I need some relief. Okay. Yeah, and so it's changing someone's perspective around what am I giving to. Okay, that's why movement is happening. That's why this is happening. It's creating movement. All right, someone is maybe been going through a cycle of delay because they've been holding on to something that's way too heavy. Stop holding on to something maybe out of obligation, or feeling obligated. Okay, so someone could be like surrendering that mindset because of them looking at what am I giving to. Okay, yeah, and the fear of maybe doing something unorthodox or like untraditional or whatever could have been like stopping someone. But whatever is happening during this solar eclipse is creating this energy of like, I'm just doing it. So let's get you some guidance for those with a Capricorn rising. All right. All right. Guidance for those with a Capricorn rising. Final messages. Okay. How? Good advice from a wise person. Okay. So someone may help you with this decision making. Go fish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Okay. Whoever you're talking to is not only helping you, maybe spiritually, but helping you with making a decision around material growth because of Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay. You could be dealing with an arrogant, boastful person. Because someone's giving to their past. Lion, time to act. Okay. So this wise person could be telling you like it's time for you to do something about that because of Claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Okay. Yeah. Like just be careful. Like, it's time for you to do something about it. It's time for you to act, but be careful, Like even if you're taking a leap towards someone else, like be careful. In that risk, discord among family and friends. People could be talking about it with mice. And dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. Okay, this could definitely be a tense situation, and it's because of box. You will receive a gift. Okay, I don't know what's happening. You will receive a gift of some kind. People are talking about it. All right, and this fear or worries of a tense situation. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. Okay, maybe because something was hidden. It does seem like this is movement that was avoided because of a woman, dealings or a relationship with a woman. Okay, yeah, and sorrow for over a loss. Maybe a woman was dealing with a loss, or a woman that would deal with a loss. Okay, all right. So you're gonna get some, advice from a wise counsel or a wise person. Okay, moving on to okay. So with the twin flame journey, twin flame card, is landed on top of journal, write, process, contemplate, understand the sacred journey. I feel like this could be something you've been contemplating, writing about, thinking about, understanding how the twin flame is a part of your sacred journey, whatever. Like it's something you've been thinking about. Okay. Right. Yeah. All right, moving on to Sagittarius. And then I got Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, and that's it. So Sagittarius. How long have I been on here? It's been it's only 2 hours. I was on here, 4 hours or something yesterday. So it's not as long as I thought. Okay, all right. Okay, so if your rising sign is in Aquarius, right, we're going to look and see how this solar eclipse energy will impact you the most. Okay, if your rising sign is in Aquarius, yeah, no, did I say that Aquarius? Yeah, why did I go to Aquarius? It's Sagittarius. I'm sorry. Like I just did Aquarius. All right, Sagittarius. I remember going backwards. Sagittarius. Your rising sign is in Sagittarius. We're going to look and see how is this solar eclipse energy going to impact you the most. It will impact you the most in your 9th house of higher education and philosophy. So like your beliefs and what drives you, maybe learning something, your higher education and philosophy for the Saggies. Horizon in Sag. Okay. I just want to talk like this. Horizon in Sag. Karmic partner, conventional relationship, duty, bound by societal conventions, 5th dimension. With the intuitive communication behind that, or 5th dimension behind that, you could be diving into like your understanding of spirituality, the connections between souls, or partnerships, and whether divine partnerships exist, whatever. You could be teaching yourself, learning something, going to a class, maybe, studying under someone, reading. All right. For those with a Sagittarius rising sign spirit, how will this solar eclipse impact them the most when it comes to higher education and philosophy? Your belief system, right? Romance and happiness. So when it comes to your higher education and your philosophies, okay, romance and fun are important. Okay, like maybe that, you know. So revel, flow, savor, entice. Open yourself to romance. Right? And inner child, playful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. Okay. Because of separation, no contact, FD, dreams, nightmares. Focus on your own happiness. Okay. You could be separating from a masculine energy that you felt like was all drama and opening yourself up to the potential of maybe someone else, or the potential of, like, you know, a real soulmate. Maybe you're changing your philosophies around relationships, you know, the importance of romance and happiness. Mhm. Yeah. Maybe even not even like focusing on romance so much, but just enjoying your life, living to the fullest. Let's see. Okay. hmm Yeah, it's like you want justice. If you feel like you haven't been getting justice, maybe you've been dealing with someone that's just not the best. Okay. I feel like you're at the place where you're like, I want justice, you know. I want my happily ever after. That's what I want. That's what I'm going to get. Okay, like, you know. And if I have to end situations to get it, that's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna end things that are not supporting you, that are not fulfilling you. Okay. All right. Why did romance come out for those with a rising? Yeah. Okay. Maybe you've been holding on to some grief. Okay. hmm And I feel like it's giving you like the confirmation, you know, for this solar eclipse is giving you like the confirmation that you might need to heal. Okay. If you've been holding on to some grief. Okay. If you are encountering romance, this could be giving you that confirmation that you need to heal, because you might notice that you're holding back. Why is romance here? Yeah. 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 Could be recognizing how, you know, angry you are, Queen of Swords, you know. Mhm. Yeah. How you're rejecting opportunities for the happily ever after, you know, opportunities to have a balanced future, to have you know, a future of equal give and take, you know, and seeing that you got to let the past go. You're seeing that, right? You're opening yourself to romance. You're saying like, okay, I gotta let the past go. I'm pushing away opportunities for true fulfillment, right? Yeah, it's making you like reevaluate yourself. Maybe looking at like, why am I not trusting in situations? What am I not seeing? Right? hmm Yeah, I feel like it's more so changing your philosophies hmm versus higher education. But it could with inner child. Why is this here? hmm Yeah, with inner child, I feel like you are connecting with someone that's giving you support, right? Um, yeah, and that's what's creating this aha moment for you. Maybe you're noticing how you're holding back from this support. Okay, it's creating this aha moment for you, where it's changing your philosophies around partnership, okay? Around love, around, you know, like having that happily ever after energy. Why separation here? It's because of this separation. Okay, maybe separated from a masculine. Okay, the King of Wands. You know, maybe this masculine was, you know, taking actions that you can't trust, or yeah, and you had to, you know, choose to go into a different direction. This could have been something that was rather difficult for you. hmm Yeah. Okay, but this masculine, it's opened up an opportunity for you to have something solid, something new. Okay. And with the Empress energy, this solid and something new, okay, is an opportunity for growth. All right. It could be with a feminine energy, or you are the feminine energy, but it's something solid, something new that produces growth in the union. Okay. Yeah. Someone could be, expressing themselves and presenting you with an offer to move forward. And I feel like maybe at one point you were holding back, or maybe, you have been holding back, or you are going to be holding back, but realize like that you're pushing away an opportunity for emotional contentment. Okay. Yeah. You've been closed off to giving this any effort, right? Not addressing it, not speaking about it, not even considering it, right? But with the Hangman energy, I feel like you are changing your perspective, right? And it could be because of communication you receive. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe you receive some manipulative communication that makes you feel like, oh, I got to do something. Or it's some type of communication that you receive that kind of helps this movement happen. Mm-hmm. So either you are getting a new beginning that allows you to progress, or that will produce for you or offer growth for you. This can be something you were, avoiding giving any effort to, but you're changing your perspective. Or someone is the reason why this opportunity is coming in. It's kind of giving the energy of like everything happens for a reason. All right, Spirit. Guidance for those with Sagittarius rising. All right. Scales on the bottom. Keep your life in balance. Let's see. Guidance. Keep your, okay, for the Saggies. With a Saggy rising. Those with the Sagittarius rising, Spirit. Guidance for them. Sun. Happiness and well-being. Okay. I feel like you are putting your happiness and well-being in the forefront. Okay. Especially with this inner child energy. A distant friend is thinking of you. Okay. Yeah. Maybe this distant friend is helping you, put your happiness and well-being first. Sagittarius rising. Camel. Preserve and you will overcome problems. Okay. So this may be like, storing something. Maybe storing happiness, like putting it into like a pocket for later. Older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. Okay. Because of diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Okay. An older woman could be, part of the problem, right? Spirit could be asking you to like put some of that happiness in your pocket so that you have it when you need it. When you're dealing with this older woman, maybe. Yeah. And Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. And dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. With flag, because do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay, so if you're, maybe considering doing something risky, maybe with a distant friend, Spirit could be saying, don't be tempted to lower your standards. Or maybe this distance friend is telling you that. All right, last one. Sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start because of successfully overcoming a problem. All right, so you have some type of fresh start because of bridge. You successfully overcome a problem. All right. Okay. Moving on to Scorpio. Okay. Yeah. So Sag, you definitely have been maybe in solitude, no romance, and maybe like feeling like you need balance, you need happiness as well, you know. So it's changing your philosophies. All right, Scorpio. Okay. How will, if your rising sign is in Scorpio, we're going to look and see how will the solar eclipse energy in Leo impact you the most. Okay. If your rising sign is in Scorpio, then this will impact most your 10th house of career and reputation. Mhm. Career and reputation. How will this solar eclipse impact them in career and reputation? The Scorpio rising. Okay, offer. You may get an offer, a gesture, engagement, wedding, rejoice in your union, split energy right behind that. So you may get an offer, okay, for work. Okay, maybe someone was in split energy about the decision, but the offer could be coming through. You may also get just an offer. This is about connection, like um, this offer could be coming because maybe someone has a different perception of you, like your reputation highlights or something like that, or they say like your reputation precedes you. Like I heard more about you before I even met you, like good stuff. I don't know. All right. For those with a Scorpio rising spirit, how will this solar eclipse impact them in the areas of career and reputation? Inner child. Okay, with fall. Okay, so it says playful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. Right? With because of fall, changes in the year in your material world. Okay, so there's some change happening in your material world. So just enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest, be happy. Okay. Yeah. This could be something you've been thinking about a lot, stressing about a lot. Okay. A lot. Okay. Because you've been going through a lot, right? Been going through a lot, right? Why is inner child here? Yeah. So this solar eclipse is going to create some change for you in your material world, right? Okay, so there could be either you are making a major decision to move away from something that has been disappointing. This could be something you've been given to with the Six of Pentacles, or this is a connection that you're moving away from that has been disappointing. And with the Six of Swords energy being there, you're moving forward with a clear mind. Okay, where and it could be because your money is getting better, or your money is right at this time, or you have confirmation that your finances will be good. Where you're able to make this decision peacefully. Okay. Yeah. There's a new beginning. Okay. Could be a new beginning with someone from your past also. But why is inner child here? or the Scorpio rising. Yeah, this is determination. It's like through all that I've been through, okay, like I want more. Like I want success. Like determined to have success. You're determined to have a positive outcome, right? Because something has been keeping you rather limited financially, right? And you've been wanting things to balance out. And whatever this message is or this confirmation is that allows you to move forward peacefully, yeah, it could be communication from work of a decision. But it's like opening up the door for you to make some changes. Okay. So the change that's happening for you with this solar eclipse energy is a change in your finances that allows you to be happy. Enjoy the present moment. Okay. Yeah. Whatever, if you were the Six of Cups and the Three of Pentacles is like, compromising with your past, or uh compromising. It's kind of giving like compromising, maybe because of children, but whatever it is, it's like it had you juggling. Ten of Wands right behind that. It was wearing you down. It's wearing you down a lot. A lot. A lot. Right? Yeah. It was definitely maybe fights. It was a conflict to you. Okay. But there's a change. What's this change happening in the material world? Why fall here? Okay. The change into you not knowing what to do. Okay. Or feeling defeated. A change in you feeling defeated. And being able to like go in a different direction, or being able to go into or make a choice, or it's a change and you feeling defeated. Okay. Because whatever confirmation you're receiving with the Ace of Swords, it could be communication from work, right? You're seeing progression, right? You're seeing how things are growing for you with the Empress energy, right? Yeah. You're seeing Three of Wands, how your vision can unfold. Okay. Things that you might have been committed to, could be a commitment, but things that you might have been committed to made it hard for you to make a certain decision or a certain judgment. Okay. Mm-hmm. You could have been even like, compromising secretly, it's like, I'm doing this, but, no one even knows that I am, so no one like probably even knew like the struggle that you were going through, but there's a change in this energy of defeat. Okay. Because whatever this communication is, maybe even from work, it shows an opportunity for progression. Okay. So you make a decision, okay, all right, because you feel like it's time for you to let the past go. This opportunity opens that up for you to be able to do so. I don't know if it's like, oh, I'm moving, so I'm not gonna be able to do this for you anymore, or whatever. But it opens up a way for you to like move away from something peacefully. It says you're moving away from a connection peacefully. Yeah. Guidance. Okay. Bottom of the deck, man. Dylan's a relationship with a man. Okay. Right. Bag. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. Okay. See, you're getting a bag. Told you. Vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. I feel like, you might have definitely been going through like this worry and anxiety. Taking care of something, you feel defeated, taking care of something that for someone else, or wall, misunderstanding. Okay. And it's because of ink pot problems to be resolved. Okay. Okay. So you could get a new job or raise. Maybe, you were kind of anxious about whether you're going to get the raise or something like that. Whatever they say to you or confirmation, you see it, oh, it's just a misunderstanding. The problem has been worked out. I don't know. I don't know. Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Okay. If it's something with your finances, spirits, like, just plan ahead. Secret admirer with vase. Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Right? And a wish is granted because of sunrise. Fun, creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Okay. Anything else? Last round. Anything else? Okay. One. Okay. Quill. Get back to the basics. Right? With crib right behind that. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Right? So get back to the basics. Plan ahead. Be careful in how you're handling the situation. Make sure there's no misunderstandings. You're getting your wish. Get back to the basics. Maybe even with business or in your career. All right. Moving on to Libra. Okay. All right. If your rising sign is Libra, right, then that means this solar eclipse will have the greatest impact on you in your 11th house. Okay. And that is your friends and community. For Libra rising signs. Okay. If your rising sign is in Libra, this will impact your 11th house of friends and community. Hidden path. Detour, slow down, explore, go in a new direction. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your friendships and your community, maybe you're going to do things differently or slow down with your friends, go in a different direction. For Libra rising. Okay. So maybe you, okay. All right. The feminine energy. Your divine feminine, you, seeking her twin or soulmate. Appreciate. Your twin appreciates you. See the blessings. Practice appreciation. Right. Because of awakening. Realization, progress. Your twin is awakening to your connection. Maybe through separation. Okay. So either you are the feminine and you are appreciating someone else, or someone is seeing you and appreciating you. Maybe they're awakening to what they appreciate in you. It's about friendships, friends, and community. Maybe you haven't talked to a friend, okay? But this could be changing. It could be changing. Y'all can be choosing to have a fresh start. Maybe you feel like you're in a place where you're ready to do so. Yeah. You may have been keeping your thoughts to yourself, kind of keeping your emotions to yourself, kind of quiet. But you might feel like I'm ready to. Why is the feminine energy here? For feminine. Okay, yeah. The star. Maybe feel like you've healed. Okay. From foolishness. Okay. Maybe you've healed from or something. Okay. And you feel like you can take that leap. You can have that fresh start. Yeah. You feel ready. 9 of Pentacles. Right? You feel ready to give to something again. Right. Yeah. Especially if someone's stepping up or taking responsibility. Okay. This could be someone stepping up, taking responsibility. It could be a masculine energy or just like a friend or someone in your community. And whatever opportunity is being presented, I feel like you're accepting it because of you willing to like let the past go or get over the past or free yourself from the past energy that where something could have ended. Okay. This is producing a fresh start for you, Ace of Pentacles. Right? Mm-hmm. Appreciate. Your twin appreciates you. See the blessing. Practice appreciation. Why is this here? For a Libra rising. I said your twin or your friend. It could be your twin because they're coming through again in masculine. Okay. The masculine could have made some decisions that were rather disappointing. Okay. Yeah. Or even said some things that were rather disappointing to you, Libra. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could be saying that they acted foolish. Maybe they're saying that they were foolish. Okay. But whatever they're saying to you is producing an opportunity for a fresh start or a new beginning. Okay. You feel appreciated. You feel like, okay, they understand. And I feel it's because they're awakening. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You could be questioning their intention or their motives, right? Like, are you only saying this because you want something from me, or, like what's your motives? With the Queen of Pentacles energy, especially like if it's like financial motives, you think they want something like maybe money, maybe want to borrow something or something like that. And it's because with the Hermit energy and the Queen of Swords, I feel like someone's been thinking about what you could be upset about. Like maybe they had time to sit on it, and so they're awakening to it. Like the Six of Swords, it's like mentally it's like they have a better understanding. Why is awakening here for the Libra rising when it comes to friendship and community? Their awakening is producing communication, right? Yeah, well, you guys can get on the same page. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands is like holding back from a relationship. Now, the relationship doesn't have to be like romantic, right? But it's like holding back from like connecting or holding back from like the relationship as a whole, the stability of the relationship. Okay. Maybe they're awakening to how they haven't been or selfish, how they've been selfish in the connection. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's creating a tower. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Someone could be like being honest with you about some of the things that they committed themselves to that are causing them some problems, that they're, struggling with, or how their belief systems has, produce like some undesirable outcomes. Yeah, this is why, look, they're being honest. Like, I don't want to be like that no more. Okay, Ten of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Like, I don't want to be like that no more. You know, I see what it's doing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because someone, being honest with you, transparent. Okay. So when it comes to this solar eclipse energy for all the Libra risings, you might have a huge shift in your friendships or in your community where you actually repair things with someone. It's like you feel ready to. Maybe you've, healed from whatever happened. You feel ready to give to this person or, to these people, maybe, if they're taking responsibility. Okay. It's like, the offer's there, so I can let the past go. Okay. Let's get you some guidance. Okay. Pale. Time to get out of a situation. Okay. So at one point, maybe you were like, I gotta get away from this situation. It's too much. Right? Older man. Dylan's a relationship with an older man. Because of parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. Okay. So you could be dealing with an older man because of someone gossiping. Peacock. Beware of great pride. This could be someone who's rather prideful because of clouds, temporary problems. They were going through some stuff. Bat. Take care. Enemies are working against you. Because of bowl, plenty of material things. It's like, okay, because of your dealings in relationship with an older man, could be a man of great pride. You might have needed to like pull your energy back from someone, especially if like you were doing good and they weren't, because yeah, doing something risky, taking a chance with the tiger information or information card. Okay, because of successfully overcoming a problem. You could have, could be this older man may want you to do something risky to help overcome a problem. Broken bridge. Okay. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Okay. And then this one came angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So you have an angel watching over you, right? Because I saw the energy over here where you're like, okay, this person's being honest with me, but what? Why? Like, what is your intention? Is it for money? It's like someone could be going through something, right? Yeah. Pay attention to your health, but I feel like someone's going through something, and so you may be somewhat cautious. But just know, with this angel energy, there is spiritual guidance around you, protecting you from harm. Okay, so they're not going to let someone, come through. Especially after you've done your healing or even recovering financially, and give to them. Right? Yeah. Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly and heals obstacles to overcome. So if someone was behaving stupidly, they got some obstacles to overcome. With sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking about you. So now this friend wants a fresh start because they're going through some stuff. It's all because of caterpillar. Some things, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Great passion. Okay, so it's like someone may need your help. A friend may need your help. And so they're coming towards you, But I feel like someone is awakening to their behavior. It's like, I don't want to be that way no more. Okay. Or it could be someone in your community. Black habits. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the Knight of Coins flipped off this deck. This could be someone, it could be an earth sign, but it's someone who may be like experiencing slow progress. Okay. And they're thinking about you, Libra. Um, and maybe there was a decision or a choice, or they made a choice to leave you out in the cold, and now they're appreciating you. Okay, they made a choice to leave you out in the cold, to maybe push you over, something like that, and now they're appreciating you, you know, because things are moving slow for them. All right. Moving on to Virgo. Yeah. Chastity with the Virgo rising. This is for you. Okay. All right. So if you have a Virgo rising, okay, if your rising sign is in Virgo, then this solar eclipse will have the greatest impact on you in your 12th house of subconscious and spirituality. Okay. Your intuitive gifts, listening to the wisdom within. That is definitely Virgo energy, going within, hermit. Okay. So this is about your subconscious and your spirituality. Okay. You could be tapping more into your spirituality. One more. Fall. Changes in the year. Okay. And the change looks positive with fertility right behind that. Okay. Well, let's see. With subconscious and spirituality. For all the Virgo risers, rising signs. Okay. Karmic partner, hesitation because of journey. Right process, contemplate, understand your sacred journey. Okay. So maybe you've been hesitating towards partnership of some kind, conventional relationships, duty, bound by societal conventions. Okay. I feel like that, you know, in that area, there's been some hesitation, past heartbreak, broken trust, afraid to move forward, right? Could have been like afraid to move into that direction because of something that could have occurred or hurt in the past. Yeah, maybe that's something you've been contemplating, you know, because of the stagnation. You know, I feel like you might not have been awakened to the fact that your vibration has a major impact on that. Okay? Mm-hmm. Maybe you're choosing to, you know, change your vibration. Okay, no, not just that. Everybody know, not that. I don't know why, but we're not using that deck. Okay. Clarify karmic partner for the Virgo risers. Karmic partner. Why did this come out as the area having the biggest shift or change with this solar eclipse? Okay. Karmic partner. Your subconscious and spirituality. Okay, hermit. Mm-hmm. You've been contemplating giving of yourself emotionally, Knight of Cups. You've been thinking about it. Like, I'll think about it. Like, I'll think about it. You've been thinking about it. Like, I'll think about being more open. King of Swords, Strength card. Mm-hmm. Okay, but you could be like making a decision to like resist, you know, and more so just think about it. Right now, your decision could be just to resist, and it's because of a connection with someone in your past. All right. Yeah, I feel like you showed a lot of love. And yeah, that's what that's kind of where you're stuck with the Hangman energy. You know, you're stuck in that union. Okay. Maybe, I don't know what you could be stuck on. It could be different for everybody. But you're stuck there. And it's creating this hesitation. Why is hesitation here? Past heartbreak, broken trust, afraid to move forward. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because right now you're just in the energy where you're like, I'll think about it. Like karmic partnership, like, I'll think about it. Okay. Yeah. You're blocking movement forward, okay, or blocking moving towards a relationship. And there's a new beginning right there with the Ace of Cups. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Spirit could be saying like you're ready to go towards this new beginning, but you're fighting it. Okay. The 5 of Wands is like you're fighting it. You're fighting it. So you're blocking movement forward in a connection or in a relationship, blocking movement forward in a relationship. Okay, this is a new beginning that was gifted to you by the universe. Spirit is saying you're ready. Okay, you might not feel like you're ready, but you are. Okay, the conflict is that you knowing that it's right for you. Okay, Spirit is asking for you to temper this death energy. Okay, find peace with something that ended. Okay, find peace with something that ended. It's like there's an opportunity for a new beginning that Spirit is gifting you. Okay, you're ready for it. It's an opportunity that's very stable, but you're blocking it because maybe you don't believe that it's right for you, or you don't believe that you're ready. But it's like you're blocking justice. So Spirit is asking you to find peace with something that ended, so that you can make a move with clarity. King of Wands and the Ace of Swords is like making a move with clarity. It's like I know what the outcome will be. And it's because you're contemplating it. You're writing about it. You're thinking about it. Okay. And as you're doing that, you're manifesting it. When you contemplate it, you're manifesting it. Why is journal here? Okay. 3 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, and the Strength card. Okay. So there could be a third party. And I feel like the third party is the past that has created, this stuck energy and resistance. Okay. Someone wasn't the best. Okay. This could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but this Queen of Wands and however she moved was not good. Devil energy. Okay. But the 6 of Wands being behind that, Spirit is like, and you can overcome that. Okay. You can overcome that disappointment. You can overcome that. Or maybe you already have. Because with the 9 of Pentacles being here, Spirit is like, you're ready. Find peace with something that ended. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Find peace with something that ended. Okay. You could receive a message that helps with healing, the whole back and forth, so that you can move towards your 10 of Cups. Receive it. And if you already received that communication, take it in. Because Spirit wants you to find your peace again. It's like find your peace. Guidance. Guidance for you. All right. Guidance for the Virgo risers. Okay. All right. Older woman. Dealings or a relationship with an older woman. Okay. Broom. New home, new attitude. Dolphin. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Okay. Could be getting some financial gain. Flowers, happiness, financial gain that makes you happy. And door, opportunities are waiting for you. All right. Because of candle, you will be shown the way. Okay. Because you are being shown the way, this is the influential energy. If you've been dealing with an older woman, maybe this older woman is getting a new home or maybe a new attitude. Okay. You're having some financial gains that make you happy, or financial gains. Opportunities for financial gains are waiting for you. It's going to make you happy. Anything else? Camel, preserve and you will overcome problems. Okay, when you get this financial gains in, put some money up. Right? Because of will, great worry over nothing. Spirit don't want you to worry. Spirit don't want you to be frustrated later on. Okay. All right. So hopefully this older woman changed their attitude or move. I don't know. But yeah. That's what I have for you, Shiv. I went through everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully the messages were helpful, and I appreciate you guys. Do like, comment, share, and subscribe. Today is, what's today? Wednesday. And I will be doing the weekend messages on Friday. I'm going to use the tea leaf deck and playing around with some of the spreads that is actually in the book, right? And tomorrow I'm probably do a collective. Enjoy your time. Hopefully you get to, see images of the solar eclipse or see the solar eclipse. Miss you guys already. Bye. Thank you. Appreciate you.